The internet, stealth aircraft, and autonomous drones all trace back to a single source. It's called DARPA. This agency operates with only about 200 government employees, yet their multi-billion-dollar projects have shaped the trajectory of global technology. To understand how they gained this influence, you have to look at the exact moment in 1957 when America's sense of safety was shattered. Following the Second World War, the United States rested comfortably on its technological lead. The nation felt secure, assuming it held an insurmountable advantage in science and military engineering. Then, the Soviet Union successfully launched Sputnik 1 into orbit. The sleek, metallic sphere, with its long antennas, looked entirely alien, and it proved that the Soviets had developed the capacity to rapidly exploit advanced military technology. America panicked. The realization that the Soviets could strike from space sent citizens scrambling into backyard fallout shelters. A Soviet satellite in orbit was a major geopolitical problem, but the true crisis was psychological. The United States realized it was entirely exposed to rapid technological surprise from its adversaries. In direct response to this crisis, President Dwight D. Eisenhower took action. In February of 1958, he formally authorized the creation of the Advanced Research Projects Agency. Eisenhower gave the agency a simple, monolithic directive that extended far beyond standard military requirements: prevent technological surprise and ensure the United States forever maintains the absolute cutting edge of scientific advancement. Executing this mandate requires a budget in the billions and an intense veil of secrecy. Operating independently from other military research branches, the agency pursues high-risk, high-reward projects entirely out of the public eye. The intense fear of vulnerability born in the Cold War became an enduring operating philosophy. The Pentagon began engineering paranoia to systematically solve for their own weaknesses before an adversary could exploit them. By the 1960s, DARPA identified a massive flaw in military infrastructure. Communications relied on dedicated physical phone lines. If a Soviet strike destroyed a single major node, the entire communication system could collapse. To solve this, DARPA brought in visionary thinkers like J.C.R. Licklider. He imagined an interconnected network where humans and computers worked in perfect symbiosis, leading to the creation of the ARPANET using these massive, room-sized mainframes. This animation shows their core breakthrough: packet switching. When a direct line is severed, data breaks into smaller packets, dynamically weaving through surviving routes. This decentralized design proved itself on October 29, 1969, when the first computer-to-computer message was transmitted between UCLA and the Stanford Research Institute. By 1983, this survival-oriented system adopted the Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol. What began as a military experiment to preserve communication during a nuclear strike evolved into the framework that now connects billions of people. Moving into the 1970s, the agency faced a new vulnerability: advanced Soviet air defense systems that could easily detect and destroy American aircraft. DARPA needed a way to make aircraft vanish. They initiated the experimental Survivable Testbed program, using a computer program called Echo 1 to precisely calculate radar return signals. The math dictated a highly unconventional shape. The result was the F-117 Nighthawk, utilizing sharp angles and flat, faceted panels to scatter radar waves away from the receiver. The agency continued refining the math. The later Tacit program proved that curved surfaces could also evade radar, which led directly to the smooth, flying wing design of the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The ability to slip past early warning systems and strike high-value targets entirely unseen negated traditional air defenses and rewrote the standard tactics of aerial combat. Modern competition with China and Russia has shifted the focus to a different vulnerability: the sheer volume of data and the speed of tactical decisions. Human reflexes are now becoming a bottleneck. Through the Air Combat Evolution Program, DARPA is testing AI algorithms that autonomously fly F-16 jets, engaging in real dogfights against human pilots. This cognitive automation is being paired with physical robotics. DARPA has funded bipedal humanoid robots to map treacherous terrain, and under the Gremlins program, they are testing swarms of unmanned aerial drones that can be launched and recovered in midair. This chart visualizes the absolute pinnacle of strategic defense. On the left is the predictable arc of a traditional ballistic missile. On the right, a hypersonic glide vehicle travels at speeds exceeding Mach 5 along a flattened, highly erratic flight path. Traditional defense systems cannot calculate the trajectory fast enough to intercept it. To counter the overwhelming speed of these modern threats, DARPA is laying the groundwork for a relentlessly efficient, uncrewed future where artificial intelligence evaluates the data and executes the strikes. The Soviet Union collapsed decades ago, but DARPA's mandate to prevent technological surprise is more active and more heavily funded than ever. Their research now extends into the most extreme frontiers. They are developing nuclear thermal rockets for deep space operations and automated systems that hunt for and patch cyber vulnerabilities in real time without human intervention. In the realms of biology and cognition, they are funding ultra-precise quantum computing, manufacturing critical medicines in the zero-gravity environment of space, and exploring neural implants designed to seamlessly link human cognition with advanced combat systems. As artificial intelligence inches closer to artificial general intelligence, DARPA is preparing for an operational environment defined by systems that can independently reason, adapt, and learn. A secretive agency, driven by the classified pursuit of military superiority, ended up designing the systems that define the modern civilian world.